Hey, welcome to the Watch and Whisper channel. This is G Butterfly, and you know if I'm interested, I'm going to talk about it. Well, I found a story very interesting. It happened last week. I was unable to really keep up with it when it first happened, but it's been on my mind ever since. And the story is about little toddler China Record. She's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and unfortunately, she passed away at the hands of her grandmother, Miss Roxanne Record, and also her mother, Kadjah or Kadjah, however it's pronounced, last name Record. Now, her grandmother is 53 years old, and her mother is 28 years old. She had, according to the medical examiner's office, China's cause of death was acute alcohol poisoning. And again, this whole story is going to be alleged because the grandparent, her grandmother and the mother have been arrested, but haven't been convicted of anything. So all of this is alleged information. I saw it on the internet last week, and then I went myself and just kind of Googled some of the stories. And I did see a story on WAFB9 News. I guess that's out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And I looked at a few stories on there. Again, they've been booked in the East Baton Rouge prison. I'm assuming it's the county jail here. It would be considered the same thing, I guess, as the county jail here in Texas. They were booked on April the 22nd of this year, and the officers were dispatched slightly before 11 a.m. on the 21st of April to the house because there was a report of an unresponsive toddler. Now, toddler, your definition of a toddler could be totally different from my definition of a toddler. A toddler in my mind is about 1 to about 5. In that range, you're a toddler. It just depends on who you're talking to. That's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it, but this is my channel and my video. So I'm going to say a toddler is about from 1 to 5. So she's charged with, they charged her with, hold on, because I wrote some of these notes now because I didn't want to forget anything. But they were booked on first-degree murder. The medical examiner's office ruled the baby's death as a homicide. And I don't know if I said earlier the baby's name was China Record. Now, and I'm going to remember Record because now her grandmother and her mama have a record. So, a toddler. I just can't see anyone that's 53 years old. How in your mind? Well, you know what? I'm getting ready to get off subject because this grandmother didn't piss me off in my spirit thinking about what she did to this grandbaby. She's been charged with allegedly she'll force the baby to drink a bottle of whiskey while down on her knees. And the reason, according to what I read online and what I saw on the news, the reason was because the grandmother assumed that the child had already drank some of the whiskey out of the bottle. Now, number one, why the hell you got it in her reach? Why would you have alcohol that she can open in the reach of a 4-year-old? So that shows your negligence anyway, grandmother and mother. Now, they made the baby drink, not they, I'm going to say the grandmother, made the baby drink the entire bottle. Now, the paramedics were dispatched to the house because the child was unresponsive. Well, hell, I'm an adult. And if I drink a whole bottle, or let's just say 2/3 of a bottle of alcohol, because they said it was more than half. So let's just say 2/3 of a bottle of alcohol. If I drink that much, hell, I will be passed out. Well, when they got there, the baby was unresponsive, and subsequently the baby died. And that's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. And for the grandmother to do that, I hope whatever you got coming to your ass, Roxanne Record, whatever you got coming to you, I hope you get it tenfold. And whatever pain that baby may have experienced, I hope you experience that 100 times over, because that was some fucked up shit you did to make a baby. And yes, I'm saying a baby because to a 53-year-old woman, 4 years old is a baby. And for you to make a baby drink all of that alcohol and then have the nerve to say what you did was wrong, you goddamn right it's wrong. And I hope you get, let me get back to my story because this is really pissing me off. Now, one thing that I did notice when I was looking at the different stories online is that a family member came out and also gave an interview. Her name was Ebony Record. Ebony Record is also the daughter of Roxanne Record, which is the aunt to China, the sister to Kadjah. I'm gonna just call her Kadjah. I'm not sure if her name is Kadjah or Kadjah, depending on what the mama mental state was when she was trying to spell it on the birth certificate. She came out to say that she felt like everybody in the family was responsible for the baby's death. Now, let me explain why she said that, because no, everybody did not force the baby to drink the alcohol. When she said that, she meant that they all knew that the mother had already been physically, emotionally, and verbally abusive to them, meaning her own children, their entire lives. They say they never told anybody what was going on in the house. And she said, had the mother not killed her niece, she probably still would have never said anything. And my heart went out to her, because I was like, wow, you endured all of whatever your mother had you to endure. And it took that to make you decide to tell somebody. She said two things that stuck out to me with regard to her own mother. She said, number one, I know how my mama felt about China. She didn't say that in a very loving way. She didn't say it as if her mother just doted on China. She didn't say it like her mother would just hold and love on China. She didn't say it that way. She almost said it like her mother despised China. Now, that's just how I received it, and I could be totally wrong. Now, she also said, my sister has already paid for the last 28 years and with a baby. Should she have to pay with her life? Those two comments carried so much weight and spoke so much volume. Because number one, now this is just me, and I'm just listening, and I'm like everybody else on the internet who have an opinion. When she said that, the very first thing I thought, you know what? The mama, for whatever reason, did not like that baby. For whatever reason. And when she said her sister paid with a baby, should she have to pay with her life? Who is China's father? Because for her mother to already feel a certain way about China, who is a 4-year-old baby, and the sister to say she's already paid with her life and the baby, the daddy is the key to why the grandmother felt how she felt about China. I don't care what nobody's saying. I could be wrong. But if they had secrets that deep in that family that they didn't say anything, and this Aunt Ebony, thank you for coming out. I really wish somebody would have came out sooner and possibly saved you and your sisters and brothers, if you have brothers, from whatever abuse your mother was causing you to go through. But for you to say that, there's something far deeper, and I believe you, it has something to do with that daddy. Because when I looked at her mother's mugshot, my first thought was her mother looks like she could possibly be a little challenged. So by Ebony saying that Kadjah has already paid 28 years, I bet the mother has done something to this girl for the last 28 years, and she just happened to get pregnant. Who did she get pregnant by? That's the question. Who did she get pregnant by? And the person that she got pregnant by, is that why the mother felt the way she felt about China and had no problems making this baby drink this alcohol? The grandmother wasn't stupid. She knew by giving that baby all of that alcohol, she could, number one, possibly get deathly ill, or she could die. And that low down, nasty piece of garbage grandmother knew what she was doing. So again, Miss Roxanne Record, whatever your last name is, you're going to get what's coming to you. And in the words of Selena Johnson, back from her old R&B diva days, there's a place in hell waiting on you, and you're going to sit there and your rotten ass is just going to burn for what you did to that baby. Ebony, thank you for coming out, for saying what you said. I really wish somebody would have come out sooner to help you and your brothers and sisters not have to live under the hands of your mother. I'm through. This story just got on my nerves so bad, but I'm going to keep up with it just to see what the turnout is. And again, all of this is alleged, because she hasn't been convicted of anything. But Roxanne Record, you should get every... Ooh, I gotta go. But I'm going to keep up with this story. Ebony, I pray for peace for you and the rest of your family. And I just pray that that baby's soul found peace after enduring whatever she had to endure at the hands of her grandmother. Goodbye. Y'all enjoy your weekend.